Welcome back, folks, to the revenge play of Fantasy General. It's been a while, Merry Christmas, whatever, yeah. Now that the fat guy just went away and gave you presents, it's time to go and play the game. Alright, so last time we left off, we completed yet another random mission, I guess. So what is this gonna... Oh, this map is really bad. It's a lot of woods. Yeah, it's not that big, though. Well, actually, it seems like it's quite big. So can we do... there's not much else here but cities. Yeah, I'm not really interested. Can I quit the game? I'd like to quit now. Thank you. I'd say, can we quit the map like so? Nah, so let's just load. Let's try the other map. Maybe it's better. I don't like that layout. It's gonna take forever. And I'm gonna guess the developers put a lot of druid. Ooh, this is even worse. Okay, this is even worse, but we have to do this. Lots of towers that we have to pick and lots of shrines. So yeah, I'm gonna go with this one even though it's pretty long. Okay. Bob, you are probably useless, so go over there. And now we place all these guys. Fantastic. Captain, all these guys over here. Thank you. Place a general over there for some reason and Siphon you go over there. Because well, yeah, we need to move this way, absolutely. Then we can, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's place the Spearmen, the Warlord Mechanos, Berserkers, yeah, sure, whatever. Volunteers stay here. The Huntsmen will go this way. There you go. We need something for the archers. Yeah, I don't know if placing everybody here is a good idea. We could probably move and place the people over there. So get the fast movers. We'll see about that for now. I would say just wait. I mean, we probably don't need all of the firepower I've put down, but you never know, you never know, you never know, you never know. So just go. Alright, so we have a few enemies. There you go, I knew that they had druids. How can you not have druids? That's the question. If I attack you, Bob is gonna take a lot of damage. What I want to do, honestly, is drop some... ooh. Yeah, I don't want to stay here, though. I'd like to move here, ideally. So perhaps I should be... Ooh, I don't want to take the fire, though. Yeah, well... Somehow... We have to move. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna move. Just go. Ignore everybody else. Just keep moving forward. We'll deal with these guys. Okay, we have this one over here. Sure. We can take care of this guy. No problem. Don't see many people here, so we can easily use Ooh. If I use Valira here, she's gonna take a little bit of damage. Nothing crazy, but yeah, it's gonna be a problem. Now I can use this guy to shoot here. It's not much, but it's something. I can also use the Cav. But ideally, I would like to... Yeah, I'm gonna take a lot of damage. I need to decide who's gonna take damage. If it's gonna be... like... you... If I can move you away, which I did not... I can move Bob over here. Bob can do this. Okay, this guy, we can consider him dead. Now we can attack the Gripper. And then we can move the mage over here. So the mage can now cast a Firestorm. Alright, skeleton archers are dead. Good, 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 good. Now, let's see. We can move this guy over here. Obviously the enemy takes some kills, because why not? But we're used to that. Remove the shadows. We need to remove this guy, remember. This guy has to go. So that's better. Good, good, good. Let's remove this guy too. From 1 to 4. Cheat more, game. We believe you. Don't worry. Don't worry. Be happy. Can I kill this guy though? I'd like to find a way to kill this guy. I'm gonna use the bombers here. From 1 predicted damage to 4 predicted damage. Yes, game. Yes, yes, yes. Fantastic game. We know, don't worry. And where else can I go? Probably right here. I wanna just... Oh, there are some catapults. That's not good. Now we can move forward. Now, these guys have been eliminated. Obviously, we took too much damage. And I would like to cast armor on you for some reason. Alright, let's keep moving. Yeah, I don't care. At some point you have to just let go of how the game literally cheats. Because it's just gonna hurt you. You know it's smelly. It like smells. When... Oh my god, what is this? Well, this is not good. This is not good. There's a lot of stuff coming down this way, and it's not pretty. I don't think we can survive. I think we're gonna lose someone here. Maybe we lose Lieutenant. By the way, Lieutenant, what do you... Oh, you have a magical axe. It would be quite a shame if you actually died. What can you do? Let's move the cavalry here because the cavalry is fast. Archers. Cavalry goes here. Yeah, this is very, very, very annoying. These enemies are just bad. And they're in a bad position. They got 3 cav. Well, it's not particularly strong cav though. So it may not be that drastic as I thought. But it's still something that I need to take care of eventually. Yeah, we're too far away. See, these things are already lagging behind. We can fast save and see how it goes, but... And there you go, 5! Don't you worry, we believe you, game. We believe you, don't worry. And the fire barge just dropped a kill on the Sky Hunters. Oh, this game is amazing. Let's keep on moving. General took 2 damage. Alright. So... let's just begin by destroying this thing. I don't really want to see you ever again. Thank you. Now, we need to push this guy away. I'm sorry, what? 24, you have a 30, you dealt... You know, see, again, the game loves to cheat. There's... How do you call this, if not cheating? How? What? It is what it is, guys, but it is still annoying. Okay, Valara, I need you to kill this guy. Oh, let's leave him with 2 HPs. Okay, fine. Bye. There you go, now he's dead. Really annoying, but what can you do? And it survives with some HPs. Okay, well, it's better than nothing. Let's just kill you because I don't want to see you ever again. There you go. Now, let's go with Forced March. You got to rest because you've been hurt pretty badly. Just, honestly, just keep on moving. Alright, these guys have a split, which is bad for them, good for me. As always, it takes some kills, that's fine. We need you to... Do I want you or do I want Lieutenant? No. You go and you kill this guy. But you did not summon anybody here, so probably it's best if I do this. And then that cavalry resists the spell with 75 magic defense. You know, it's fantastic. Let's just keep moving here. Now, we need to remove someone. Okay, this cav is not particularly strong, so I might still get the edge. Siphon, you need some experience, please. Good job, you managed to take 1 damage, that's fantastic. You need some experience, so why don't you just go over there. Alright, so the cav now can move forward. We can attack the Grippers. And he got 1 kill because, you know, as always. And now we can just keep throwing stuff in their face. 2 damage. 24 against 28 magical. Yeah, makes sense, right? Let's just start by damaging these guys. If we damage them, they deal less damage. They are not single entities. Let's drop some bombs. Yeah, it's pointless to even look at what these guys are gonna do because we know it's rigged, so just ignore everything and just move. Move everybody, please. Everybody move. Cavalry, you go this way. Alright, just rest. You can go over here. Alright, so we have the Dragon Riders. We need to drop some bombs here, just to make sure we establish dominance. Now, Bob, you can go and take the town. Sure. Everybody else, please keep moving forward. I don't think... Yeah, I think it would have been best if I had laid some reinforcements here and maybe here in the future. But I cannot do it because, you know, I'm dumb, so I just deployed everybody there. Alright, some Sky Hunters coming. Obviously, this guy deals damage. How? I don't know. Well, it's the game, it's the game. What can you do? Right, so... yeah, I'm really in a bad mood lately. Because I keep running into shitty games that could be good, but they're shit. That's the problem. It's something that really gets me, how some games manage to get away consistently and profusely by having horrible game mechanics for the sake of, I don't know, and they get glorified. That's what really gets me. Because you can make a shitty game, sure, no problem. But do not... why people glorify... I mean, I see the... Okay, so here's the thing. The idea, the execution is bad, but the idea is good. The problem is that in your idea, you take everything that is shite about a game and you paste it into your game. You don't go and let's take the best things out of said game and make it into an even better title. Maybe you don't have the graphical expertise to make it happen. By the way, I'm talking about Zero Sievert for those wondering. But the game is good, has good concepts in it. But it's completely destroyed by the flaws in it. The game design flaws are just appalling to me. And it's something that if you play Stalker, for instance, which is obviously Zero Sievert inspiration. If you play Stalker, you know there is some Eurojank, and you know that there are things that are not good, inherently by design. For instance, the mutants are bad in Stalker, are really bad. There is literally zero design behind the mutants, and they're designed to literally destroy the player fun. By being bullet sponges, by moving in a weird direction, having bad boxes. I'm looking at you, Snorks. And yeah, what you do is not take those things and put them in your game. What you do is take those things, fix the issues they have, and put them in your game. That's how you approach game design. You go forward, not sideways. That's the problem. So in Zero Sievert, the mutants do not even have an attack animation. They have a pounce animation, some of them, but once they are on top of your sprite, they keep attacking you. Who designed that shit? Should be hung from a tree, shot, and run over by a car. There's no other thing. I'm sorry, there is no other explanation or solution for that. Because it's really bad game design. So how do you put that, which grieves the player, and put it in your game voluntarily? It means that you're voluntarily griefing your player base. Now, considering modern gamers are just dumb by definition, I'm not surprised these games get a lot of positive reviews because Splattercat Gaming says, "Oh, game is good," and everybody follows along because obviously people just take what YouTube parasites say with like a gospel. Yes, YouTubers are parasites of society. They provide nothing of value and they require you to give them money. And what they do is sell their soul for money, basically. That's a YouTuber's job. So when you take everything a YouTuber says like gospel, you're not really earning respect. You're just stupid, basically. Because you don't have a brain of your own to make your own assumption about the game or even analyze the game. When you analyze the game, and that's the bad thing about becoming a game developer, I do not recommend anybody becomes a game developer because, guys, it's really bad. Because you start to see all the bad things about the game, bad game design choices, because you've been there. You've been there. So you know something is really bad. You know it, and you can't do shit. It takes literally 5 seconds to make a game be good. Like, be good. All it takes for you is to play your game and go, this is not really fair. Let me change it. Let me change it in a way that is fun. Alright? Let me change that in a way that the player is actually having fun and doesn't feel like I'm trying to screw you over. Because that's what happens with most of these games. They just screw you over because YouTubers have fun getting screwed over. Or at least they pretend they're having fun. So what happens now is that you have shitty game design choices that ruin the entire game and the experience. Because you're having fun, now all of a sudden there is this shitty mechanic that prevents you from having fun. So it destroys your experience, which was good at the time, and then it became shit. That is the biggest issue with game design. And when you start making games and you start like thinking as like, is this good? Is this bad? Is the player gonna be screwed if he does that? Like, I ran into this mistake when I first began my first game, Project Eva. You didn't have a knife, so if you run out of bullet, you could not proceed with the game. You just had to jump over enemies. I did place some ammo crates before boss fights, just to make sure that if the player got to a boss fight, he does have the bullets required to kill him. But if you run out of bullets mid-level, you just have to run, and you have no other way of killing the enemy, if not running somewhere else to find more bullets. So there is that. Okay, you just need some experience. Look at the damage, it's pathetic. But other than that, I learned that. So in my remake, I added the knife. And you could kill the enemies with using the knife. And they were not difficult to kill with a knife. In fact, someone on YouTube made a full playthrough just using the knife. Aside from fighting bosses. But he used the knife. So, not to say that my game is good, because it's not a good game, I think. It could use definitely some refining. I was still new to the thing, so trying to find out. But you see the point. The point is you design a game with fun and not to be fair with the player, so that the player, whether you have fun or not, it's personal. You cannot make a game that is fun, because fun for you might not be fun for others, especially if you sit on the higher echelon of the IQ threshold. Okay, if you sit higher in the echelon, the more intelligent you are, the less you can connect with people, because you really don't understand them. You don't understand what drives them to do certain things. You don't understand why they like certain things. So the higher you go in the IQ scale, the more miserable you are, basically. And your life is. And that's the problem. So what you do is you try to make the game as fair as possible, and to make it as balanced as possible so that the player can have fun. Doesn't mean that every weapon needs to be balanced, because it's not PvP, clearly, but the game has to be balanced. So the choices you make, the enemies you face, everything has to be balanced around the player being at a certain level, in a certain position, so they have fun. If they like the genre, obviously. So that's how you do it. But to try and guess what a player will like is like, no, you'll never make it. And now, if you make a game like you want, and as I said, you sit on the higher echelons, and when I say I don't mean it in an elitist way, but if you sit on this, say, above average intelligence scale, let's say above 115 is considered above average, or 110, I don't remember, but if you are over there, you just don't have fun in the same way other people have fun. You just don't. It's different. You need to be constantly eating stuff. Your brain needs to constantly. It's a constant struggle to find something to bite, something to chew. Your brain cannot just go numb and just relax. It's not possible. What you have to do is find something that keeps you engaged. So that is fun for someone who's smart. For other people, it's okay. I mean, people play World of Warcraft, which is the most dumb experience. Give me a second. I got something. And I lost the train of thoughts, which is good because we can focus on the game. Today you're gonna get. Today, you know what? Today you're gonna get this episode because I say so. Feel free to go away if you don't want to listen to me. I am not holding you any ill if you decide to move away. Because I understand these arguments are not for everybody. And I also understand that probably not everybody really understands what I'm trying to say here. Probably they say, oh, this game bad, bad, and they're gonna just leave a dislike and leave. That's not my intent. My intent is to really explain why the games, certain games have the potential, but the developers just, screw the player over without even using their brain. That's really my gripe about modern gaming, is that really it boils down to following these trends. And yes, you make money. Guys, don't get me wrong, you make money. You ever wonder why McDonald's is so popular? Because it's just above bad. There's nothing bad you can say about McDonald's aside from the fact that it's not healthy. There's nothing you can say. You cannot say McDonald's food is bad. It's garbage. No, you cannot say that because the food is what it is. And you cannot say that. It's incorrect. Nobody says McDonald's food is bad, but you eat it more than what you would eat from a gourmet restaurant. Think about it, the best restaurant in your life, where you ate the best food in your life. How many times did you go into that restaurant compared to how many times you go to McDonald's? There's a reason for that, and that's a very marketable reason. Because something that is very expensive and you go and eat only once is gonna make less money than McDonald's. That is something that is very key to understand. You will not make money with good games. You make money with games that are above this threshold of being bad. And that is what gets developers invested into the money cycle, because now they want to make money. They don't want to make a game that is good. They want to make money. They don't care about the players. They don't care about the customer. Do you think McDonald's cares about his customers? No, McDonald's doesn't give a solitary flying fuck about customers. Aside from customer satisfaction, maybe. They just don't care. They just don't care about you. They just want your money. So they produce this cheap food that is, you know, not bad. That is their goal, to produce not bad food. That is the biggest problem we have in the industry. Is that players nowadays eat not bad food and say that it's good. And they give money, a lot of cash, and there's nothing you can do because really people do not stop and think, okay, I'm leaving a positive review of this game. Is the game objectively good? No. What reviews are on Steam, for instance, is that if you read the reviews, it's just appalling. You read the reviews and you're like, this is not a review. This is like a bunch of sentences strung together with no rhyme or reason. There's really nothing. Nothing. That, you know, it says, okay, this game is good for this reason, the game is bad. These are the cons and the pros. It does not inform me as a potential buyer of whether or not the game is good or bad. It's just an idiot that goes on to review and says, "Oh, game is, I spent 3 hours here, game is amazing." Who gives a shit how many times you spent on the game? I don't care. You waste your life the way you want. I waste my life the way I want. I don't care about your time on the game with the game. Why can't you just, tell me what the game is about, whether it's fun or not? I know I pick always on Garbage Survivor because it's easy to pick on Garbage Survivor because it's garbage. It's literal garbage. Like I said, it's garbage. I don't get it. It's so garbage. I don't understand how possibly it could have gotten to the place it has gotten to. I don't get it. I am cursed with 128 IQ. I am cursed. I cannot. It makes me unhappy. When I try to understand and wrap my head around this thing and try to understand, okay, why this game did succeed, the only answer is dopamine junkies, which is basically an eternal kid that keeps wanting instant gratification. Someone who has never grown, so he always craves this rush of dopamine, and you cannot stop. Because if you couple this with the emergence of gacha games, it is quite clear that the population, the masses do suffer from this problem. It's obvious to me. The masses suffer from this problem, and there's nothing you can do. So dopamine addiction, because you see all these flashy lights. The gameplay doesn't require you to use your brain, which again, most people don't want to use their brain. That's why politicians can get away with everything. People don't want to use their brain. Like, if the population used their brain, I can assure you, 100% politicians will not get away with the bullshit they get away with. You wouldn't have war if people use their brains. There would be no Ukraine, there would be no inequalities in the system, because people using their brains will just point those things out, and politicians will get no votes, basically. But people don't like to use their brains. So they read the news, they take those news, they read opinions, which is something that is especially how can I say this? Something that is especially done today, sharing opinions. There are a lot of opinionated people on the internet. Everybody has an opinion on how something is supposed to be or done, me included, but I am right, obviously. And also, let's see what we can get from this shrine. An amulet of resistance, sure, I'll take it. Thank you, game, I guess. The thing is, as you can probably, we cannot do anything here. Yeah, it's just like that. Lots of opinions. The problem is when I share my opinion, I'd like to debate my opinion to see whether or not I am missing something. Although I probably am not, because I look at things and say, okay, red is red. So how can you say red is not red? Unless you have an illness in a disease. Obviously, you're not accountable for that, but red is red. Okay, good. Let's move on. Then I have my opinions, but sometimes I have to. I've learned in my life to drop my uh, personal opinion in favor of facts. So I make facts my opinion. If I say something is red, I don't say, "Ooh, red is an amazing color, it's the best color." Red is red. That's my opinion. Whether I like it or not, it's my personal thing, and I will keep it to myself. But when I speak with people, I try to leave my opinion out of the gate. So I speak with facts. Now, most of the time, people that hear facts will not listen to those. They have their opinion and they tie their opinion to their ego. So now it's not about the fact, it's about your ego being hurt. And when your ego is being hurt, you tend to fight on and have discussions where nobody really gets anything done. It's just you yanking your opinion at the world. The world doesn't give a shit, obviously, and everybody keeps doing the same thing. They repeat their cycle of bullshit, they keep doing the same thing, and then you go into another discussion, which is the same discussion as before. It's just a constant repeat of things. Because nobody discusses the things, they just discuss their opinion. And then it becomes a matter of imposing your opinion upon others. You have to prevail. Your opinion has to be the best. And that's the problem with opinionists, because everybody, because they don't want to use their brain, they will not, I repeat, they will not formulate an opinion of their own. They will take what people tells them it's right, wrong, whatever, and they make it their opinion. That is why they will never change their opinion, because it's not their opinion. They are not hurt if you tell them they're wrong. No, they just want to be right because of an ego thing. It's not like they doubt what they say. It's just an ego thing. That's the problem with people who do not want to think. And when it comes to games, people keep saying Vampire Survivor is a good game. It's a because it's sold. People that say that game is good because it's sold a lot are people who are not even worthy of brain power. It's like you don't understand why the game has sold so many copies. There are many and multiple reasons, one of which is dopamine junkies. The second is that gamers of today are different than what we were used to. So if you know what Fantasy General is, which is this game, you know what gaming was about back in the day. Yes, I moan and bitch and complain about the difficulty. That's my way of venting, but I still enjoy the game. But the games were different. They were just built different for an audience that quite honestly was much more different than what we have today. Sure, there were people who played game for, the sake of playing games. What is this? You gave me something, sure. I hope it's not chlamydia. So let's keep moving. So it's like different games. Now games nowadays they follow just stupid trends that are just stupid. Garbage Survivor, which is what I like to call it, it's not a good game. It's actually a bad game for very different reasons. First of all, there is no gameplay. It's just a slot machine. There is no gameplay. The game has no gameplay. You don't play the game. You just move with WASD. That's it. That's all you do. And once in a while, you spin the wheel, see what the game gives you, and you go with it. That's the game, literally. Unlock system, who gives a shit? You keep wasting your life on the game, you will eventually unlock everything. You know? It's how this is. It's like a slot machine. Keep coming. Here's some flashy lights. Pew pew. Don't even play the game. No. Don't worry. You don't play this game. You just see some flashy lights. Horrible graphic. First of all, horrible graphic. It's ridiculous. But graphic is not everything in a game, obviously. There is no gameplay. There is no story whatsoever. The sounds are that of whatever. So there is no intro because obviously it's not a game. So whatever. Okay, yeah, sure, fantastic. Your unique will to carry out the fight. Yes, morale. These shrines are very bad, but we got an amulet of resistance, which is good. And yep, that's how it's a bad game. If it was a good game, it would have a better gameplay. For instance, you would be able to aim, move, shoot, you know, have some skill in the game or require decision making. The game does not require you to make any decision. All you have to do is simply say, okay, well, I spin the lottery and I'm gonna get this. Yeah, good for you. Good for you. You spin the lottery, good. Now what? Oh, it gives you the illusion of choice, like Dragon Age, where you can say everything you want, but eventually game goes down the same way it expects you to go. Because it's like, imagine this dialogue of the NPC going, anyways, to anything you say, it always ends up with anyways. And like, bro, why do you even let me talk if everything revolves around the anyways? That's the same with Vampire Survivor. You make the same build, you go FK, you win, yeah. And then you have these games that become success stories, and now everybody thinks that these games are good, and AAA games sucks. Because, yeah, they do suck, by the way. The AAA games have lost their way, but it's because they want money. They're corporations. Okay, we got new light cavalry, new sky. Oh, new sky hunters. Yes, please. We can now get some nice things going. Okay. Good. Look. I want some sky hunters here. I'm gonna take a couple of them, and I'm gonna give them amulets of resistances. Ooh, that's fantastic. Now we need to level up these two guys. Now we have 5 sky hunters. They should be good. Now what I want to get really honestly is possibly another Warlord Mechanus. Yeah, I'm gonna get another Warlord Mechanus. There you go, and we give him an amulet of resistance. Fantastic, 150 magic defense. And the same goes for my Seekers here. Alright, they've got nice bonuses there. Alright, so I would say, with that being done, I need to increase my cavalry. Yes, we need Night Gunners. Night Gunners get still magical attacks. Is it because... No, they get physical attacks. So Magical Javelin, you go over there. Upgrade. There's nothing else really. This is just a flat out upgrade. Yeah. So this is as strong as these guys get. Well, I mean... 34, 30, I mean, it's not that great, but it's skirmish damage, so it has to be okay. You have your magic of amulet resistance. We still have 3 amulets of resistance. No, actually we have 4 amulets, or a lot of amulets of resistance. Which at this point Valira can... not yet. Not yet. We probably want to give some amulets of resistance. You all have amulets of resistances, right? Yes. The cavalry here. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. You have amulet of resistance, Calador. Good job. Good on you. Siphon. Bro. The general has the sword of death wounds. Could be interesting. This general we could give an amulet of resistance to. That's fantastic. Bob has boots of rapid movement because I don't know, Bob is useless at this point. I don't know what to say, but we can give the amulet of resistance to these 3 guys here. That should make a big difference when we're gonna fight the creatures there. We can go to Scar Valley or Whip River Valley. Probably gonna do Whip River Valley, but I'm gonna save now. And yes, I did annoy you with all this logic. Hopefully, yeah, who cares? Anyways. Okay, this episode was like this. I'm in this mood, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for Morrowind, and the day after for another episode of Fantasy General. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.